This is one program which is used to develop a menu-driven program, to fill the polygon using scanline algorithm. First of all, let us understand how exactly, what do you exactly mean by a scanline algorithm. So in order to understand that, first we have to create a polygon, right? A polygon can be of anything which you like it, right? It can be a triangle, it can be a triangle, or it can be a square, or it can be some rhombus, it can be some rectangle, it can be some circle, anything. Doesn't matter. But we should have one polygon. So what we need to do in this program is we need to find the edge on all the things. If in case find all the edge, once you find the edge, you start filling with the colors. You start filling with the colors. You start filling with the colors. Okay. So how do we fill the colors? First, detect the edge. Once you detect the edge, switch on, or you can select which color uh, you have utilized. Okay. So start filling from left to right. Start filling from left to right until where you fill it till you encounter another edge. Once you encounter an edge, then you stop coloring it. Similarly, again come to the start from beginning, from the left, start filling the color. Then once you encounter an edge, then stop it. Then next line. So scan each and every line and fill it with the color is what the application says here. Right? Okay, so it's not mandatory to take rectangle or rhombus, any object which you can take. But in our program here, I have taken it as a rhombus, right? A rhombus which is detecting with the edge and filling it up while going. Probably the application may look in this way, right? I have taken a rhombus, and the rhombus uh, and the color will start filling from bottom to top, right? From 0, 0. This is where I start, right? So from here to here, from left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, it goes. So this is how it goes. I hope you people can see the color over there, the yellow color which is moving from the bottom, and each line it is getting scanned, 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 moving from left to right, left to right, left to right, and it is filling it. Maybe yellow color is not pretty much good. What we'll do is we'll look into or fill with some other color. Alright, so without wasting our time, let us start with understanding how the program works here and what are the code which are looking into it. So here, as I told you, scan line algorithm will scan each line from left to right. It will scan it, checks whether it is inside or outside, and also always remember it should be a filled polygon. It should be a filled polygon. If you don't find any edge, then it will be it will not fill the color inside properly. So make sure that it is a polygon, filled polygon. That means a complete lined polygon. If you have some break somewhere over there, it will not do its job. Right? So that's why we take it as a polygon here. So to start with, we always know that execution of a program will always start from where? Starts from the main. So from the main program, then I get the coordinates from my graphics here. So that is argument count and argument vector. So I know from where I need to start. Then I have glut init display mode. What do we need a glut init display mode? Is it a 3-dimension? No. So is it a animated application? No. And do we have colors in it? Yes. Does it have anything to be posted with respect to polygons and lines? Yes. So These are the information which you need to know whenever you deal with glut init display mode. So we have the single buffer as it is a single, I mean, without any animation. So single buffer is more than enough. And we are using colors. So yes, glut RGB. And we do not have a 3-dimension image over here. So no depth and no double buffering from there. Apart from that, next we move on to we have to create a window for it, for printing out the values, which we need. So we go for creating of a window, and in order to create, we need a window size. So we have given a window size of 500 by 500 pixels. And where do I start from? You position the particular window at the 0,0th position. That means it will be on the left top. What should be the name for the given window? Filling a polygon using scanline algorithm will be the name of it. And I also have a init method. We call the init method, and we know init method is used to clear the previous buffer, whatever we have, and fill the background color of it. So let's go with init method. Okay, init method is over here. So init method, clearing the color background with 111. That means if I add all the colors, then I get white color. Then are we drawing anything, any lines or anything like that? Yes, GLU Ortho 2D we are using, and 2D speaks about the last class we discussed that it is 2-dimension uh, projections, right? So what sort of projection here? It's a parallel projections, right? So but still we use GLU Ortho 2D with 0499, 0499 will be the box of your view. So yeah, I think that's it with the init method, and we are not using any of the uh, 3-dimension application. So we come back to the main method. So next, we are calling a function of display. So what happens here in glut display function? Glut display function will display. I mean, the main logic runs over here. So we'll go to the display method. Okay, here it is. So what happens in the display method here? First thing is we have to draw, right? We have to draw a particular, okay, 500 by 500 pixel window has been created. It is starting from 0,0. And the first thing is, in order to fill any of the colors, what is that I need to do? I need to draw a particular line outside it. Is it not? So we have to identify these 4 points, right? These 4 locations. I call it as x1, x2, y1, y2, x3, x4, y3, y4. So once you create it, once you have that, you have created these, you got these 4 points, you have to join it, right? So as you can see, x1 is 200, y1 is 200. That means if I start from 0, 0 location, I'll be starting from 0, 0 location, right? So this is 200 with x-axis, this is 200 with y-axis. So the x1, y1 is this point. We have x2 and y2. So what is that? So x2 and y2, what are those values? X2 is 100, y2 is 300. So x2 is 100. That means over here. What is this? Y2 is 300, this point. So x2, y2 is this particular point. x3, y3 is 200 and 400. So 200 and 400. This is my x3. And this will be my x4. Right? x4 will be 300 with x and 300 with y. Any doubts still here? Anybody? Any doubts here? Anybody? No. So moving on. Getting to know about the points doesn't do any job. We need to draw the particular rhombus. We have to draw the rhombus. So what do we need for that? If we need to draw the rhombus, we need a color filled, and we need to draw it as a loop. So what do we do that? How do we do that? We first set the color. So GL color 3F will set the color of 001. Yeah? I didn't get you. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
All right then, no issue from my side. Fine. So GL clear refers to we clear the previous color which we had. Previous color which what we were dealing with. We were dealing with the white color. If you draw with the white color, if you one more thing, what students do is if they miss out this particular statement here with clearing the buffer bit, it will draw whatever we drew, which we took in the previous one. We took which color? White color, and it will draw a white line, and that doesn't make any sense. Drawing a white line on the white background doesn't make any sense, and but still you get the, I'll tell you, you'll be getting that yellow line, yellow strip moving from left to right, but you won't be able to see how exactly this thing has come. But still, in order to go through it, we are drawing a blue color for the outside region, right? So that blue color line we have to draw. So how do I draw it? So we have a color 3F011. So RGB. So we are taking the blue color here, and we are creating a blue rhombus. So how are we drawing it? We are drawing using a line loop, right? So we are starting from where? We are starting from x1 y1. Okay, from x1 y1, then x2 y2, that is over here. It will move from x3 y3, then it will move to x4 y4. It creates a line loop, right? Once it sees x4 y4, then if it sees a gln method, that means it is understood that from fourth point you have to join it to the first point what you see. Okay, that's understood. Next, once we create this particular rhombus, then we are moving ahead for scanfill. So scanfill, we are sending these 8 values x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4. That means these are the coordinates for all the 4 corners of the point. So those value points we are sending to whom? To a method called as scanfill. Let us move to the method scanfill. So scanfill is over here. So it will be expecting the 8 values here, all are of float, right? So x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4 for 4 corners of vertex and 4 corners of x and y coordinates. And once you get it, so this is where the complete logic starts of filling, right? So here I create 2 arrays, left edge and right edge. You might be wondering why exactly I'm taking it as 500, because I'm dealing from here to here. I'm just making sure that I have every time I move from here to here, I may have 500 set of points or pixels from here to here. All right. So it's not 500 lines of value which you have to be specific. You have less than that, but I'm just initializing for 500 array values, right? So I have left edge of 500. Similarly, on the right edge also 500. So from here to here, left edges, as it is going very small way, right? So it's going very small and very fast. So I may have 500 different pixels from here to here. So I need to fill all those in, right? So left side array, I take it as, okay, is this value filled or not in that logic, right? So 500 for the left side and 500 for the right side. Once you get it, you have to like initialize it. So initializing, how am I initializing? I'm initializing all the left edge value with value itself as 500 and all the right edge value with 0. That means fill all the left edge value as 500 initially and fill all the right edge value as 0. Get to make sure that which value is what. Next is, okay, we got to understand that we have to fill with the colors. So how many pixels we have with the left and how many pixels we have with the right, we try to understand. The next case is, from where do I start? From where do I start? First start from
Excuse me,
x1
sir.
to x. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, once again, this left edge, right edge command, sir.
Okay, so left edge is nothing but, as if you can see this particular diagram over here, not with the animation over here, it will be starting from left and it will be ending towards the right. If you make it in a slow motion, what happens is each and every line it starts filling from left to right, from left to right, from left to right. So for that left to right, here each and every pixel it has to identify whether I need to start filling or not. In order to identify, I'm creating one array to make sure that is the value changed or is the value manipulated. So I'll get to know if I'm storing something and if it is manipulated, the value will not be there in the next phase, right? So in order to keep a track of it from the left line towards the right line, I'm filling those array elements with 500 as some value towards the left hand side and 0 towards the right hand side. Okay, it's just an array, and what that array is, that array needs to store these information of each and every pixels. That's it. It doesn't do much thing. It is nowhere involved with respect to the drawing of the image. But what it does is every pixel point, how many pixel point we have, it will be taking care of it.
So that should be 500 only, sir, value.
No, no, it can give 1000 also.
Okay.
See, from here to here, if it is 200, if here to here it is 200, and here to here it is 400. So how will that be? This value will be 500. It is not fixed. It is not fixed. For our easier understanding, we are just taking it as 500. You can take it as 250 or 300 roughly. But if you take less values, it will not fill the rest. It will come here. So to be in the safer side, I'm just using it as 500.
Okay,
If you're
sir.
okay, you can also take it to 1000 also. No
Okay.
issues. Okay, so once we have coming over here, we need to identify the edges, which is the left edge, which is the right edge. We have to deal with it, right? So initially, in order to find out the edge, we are sending two particular values, that is x1, y1 and x2, y2. That means I'm sending this point and this point information, right? Detect where exactly the edge is. Where exactly the edge is, whenever you go to the edge detect, it will be saving those values in edge, left edge of some values. Whenever it detects, it puts in left edge. And whenever it moves from left to right, right edge will also be noted off in the same way. Right, so let's see with one case here. So first line, for the first line, that is x1 and y1, we have edge detect. We'll go to the edge detect method. So we have the edge detect method over here. So we are sending 1, 2, 3, 4, that is x1, x2, x1, y1, x2, y2 values. So 4 values I'm sending over here. And I'm also taking the pointer to that particular memory address of left edge and right edge, because if I send just the left edge without any address, it will be a temporary variable or a temporary value, right? I need these information to be saved for all the particular edge cases. So I'm taking it as a pointer here, right? Because I'm sending it as an address, I'm saving it as an address. That means it is an actual parameter over here within the left edge and the right edge. So x1, x2, y1, y2 will be with respect to the values for our first line, that is x1 to x2. So from x1 to x2, I need to find out all the points. All the points I need to check, and I have to decide from where I have to start. All right, so that is one logic here. Float, I need to generate the slope for it. I need it for calculating it, and I need some x value and temporary variable to deal with this problem. So in order to start, from where to start? From where I need to start? Y2 minus y1 if it is less than 0. If my case is y2 minus y1 is less than 0, then I go with other value. All right. So that means from here to here is what I need to send, right? So what is this value? Y2 value is lesser than actually y1. So what is my y1? Y1 is 200. Sorry, y2 value is greater here. Y1 is 200. Y3, I mean y2 is 300. 200 and 300. So y2 minus y1 is 100. Is 100 less than 0? Is 100 less than 0? No. So straight away it comes to here. What is y2 minus y1 is 100. If 100 not equal to 0, then compute the value. Compute the value, find out the slope. Why we need to look into this is, we need to understand whether the value, is it with outward or inward, or it is a straight line of which we are considering. Is my line towards the left? That means, is it inclined or is it with the straight, or do we have any difference of y?